Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Really work on your health. Now, you know what? I did a podcast a week or so ago talking about how body game is all a part of health. But this is bigger than, you know, just simply being healthy or just, attracting some women to you. This is bigger. This is one of those joints. Now I know on this particular channel, I focus on man gets women. But this bigger than that. This is about your life itself. This is bigger than just living life. What's going on now? Now on this channel, I don't talk about COVID-19 that much, and I talk about it, and I talk about it on my business channel, particularly with the economic situation that's brought about, and I also talk about it on my Deep Thought channel to like really. I've had some stuff where it's more about your mindset during all this because trust me, there's a very strong mental health aspect to it. This ain't good. I mean, seriously. So I deal with it there. I haven't talked about it that much on this channel, mainly because I want y'all to check out my other channels. Hint, hint. But, that COVID-19 thing, there's been a spike with the protest and places opening up and people like just saying screw the whole social distancing thing. Which, well, as a tangent, I ain't sure how much that was working anyway, because I don't think any people's really sure how it's really passing around. They just know it's contact. We don't know what it could be. It could be something in the very air itself, period. I'm just being real. But that's another conversation. I might have to get into it on my Deep Thought channel. But whatever the case, it's increasing. People talking about a second wave. I don't think the first wave died down because a big issue was they didn't have the capacity to really test people. Because that should have been the main thing, figuring out how to have a reliable test where they could literally test every single person. But once again, that's a deep thought thing. But check it out. Whatever the case, it's here. And it's not going anywhere. Once any type of virus shows up, it don't really go anyplace. At best, they can come up with maybe a vaccine that'll keep you from having it. Like when you talk about a flu shot or whatever. And if you look at a lot of stuff, it's still here. It don't go anywhere. And it does not go anywhere. A lot of stuff that we were talking about before, H1N1, SARS, it's still around. So, and there's only so much they can keep closed. Even though people changing up some stuff, that's, when you start talking money, people going to be like, you know what? People just going to have to get it. We got to need to rush some more in this vaccine. But with all of that going on, we know this thing ain't going any place. What do you need to do personally? That's work on your health. Because from the reports I've seen, the people who've died from COVID-19 had other underlying medical conditions. They were either older or they had something else going on. I'm familiar with some people, I'll just say close to the family, who had some other medical stuff going on. And once they got this, boom. It's like a double whammy. And in fact, there's been a lot of talk of it in the Black community specifically. Now, even though on this channel, it's for everyone globally, regardless of race, this one few times I'm going to focus, on it, at least in this couple sentences, focus on the Black community. There were a lot of other medical stuff. If you talk about diabetes, you talk about high blood pressure, heart issues. There was a lot of stuff going on otherwise with the people. And, I don't know when they're going to come up with a vaccine. It could be a while. I've been hearing some reports. It could be like maybe a couple years, even though they're working on some stuff. Because you got to, testing it on animals is one thing, testing it on humans is another. And the thing is, it's like, okay, do we wait for this? We still got to work. People still got to go out. People still want to interact. And one of the reasons, like when the thing first started, there were a couple, and I really thought they were detractors. They weren't serious. They just felt uncomfortable with what I was talking about with regarding relationship. But they were saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be talking about all this with this thing going on." Well, first of all, there's been a lot of reports. The dating and everything is still going up. People, there's going to be a bunch of babies being born. All right, you got all this happening, so people still hooking up. They ain't stopping. They ain't stopping. And I'm just be real with you. I'm still getting hugs from friends and stuff. I'm still getting hugs, even with all the social distancing and all of that. When I'm out and about, I see some friends, the female friends out, you still giving me hugs. They like whatever. So if that's happening with me, that's happening with other people. So stuff is still happening, right? So what can you do about it? Health. Focus on your own health. If you already know, like if you get diabetes or something, you need to work on it. You need to lose that weight, change how you eat. You need to be looking into some foods, and this is everybody, diabetes or not. You need to be looking into some foods that can increase health. Look it up. One of the cats I follow on YouTube, I mean, not YouTube, IG, he's constantly promoted that. He's a guy in his 50s, like super healthy, super built. And he's talking about the stuff that can help increase immunity. I was talking with the owner of a vegan restaurant in the DC area, and this is right before they closed down everything. But he actually he said it to a group of people from a stage. He said, "Hey, y'all come here, get this good vegan food. Shoot, it'll help you. It'll help you fight it." That's the thing. So you got to change your health. You got to change your eating habits, especially you got diabetes or something. If you got high blood pressure or something, well, you need to change your eating habits for that, and also maybe change the style of living. That's part of your health too. Because, and I remember a medical professional once told me most sicknesses and stuff is just coming from stress. So you got to deal with what the stress is, all of that stuff, and then exercise. Now, I get some people, especially some guys, that say, "Well, I don't want to work out for women." Okay, don't work out for women. You're working out for yourself. You need to stay healthy. You need to stay healthy. You need to be engaged in some exercise every week. You don't have to be weight training, even if it's just going for a walk every day. Something, right? It's your health. And especially for your health, drink some water. Everybody should be drinking at least... they say maybe 8 cups of 8 ounces a day, something like that. And you know what? Just put it at maybe a gallon of water a day, okay? You'll cover it up, or at least, if not the whole gallon, close to the whole gallon. Drinking some water, because what water does naturally is flush out stuff. Flush out stuff. Take care of your health. Be careful. If you that type want to be smoking or drinking and all of that, or drug use, shoot, you hurting yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you what, the human body is powerful. That's why you got some people who actually have had the virus and they say they were asymptomatic. That's because they were healthier. Sometimes something get in you don't have anything to attach to, or it goes through you real quick. It goes through your body real quick. Because I'll say it for myself. I don't care what somebody think about, my aesthetics or something. I don't really get sick like that. I don't really get sick. I can't remember. I got to go back decades the last time I had a fever. But I don't drink or do anything to really harm my body. My biggest vice is buffalo wings. And I limit that, to be honest with you. I limit that. So it might have been a couple months since I actually had some, So, well, no, not a couple months. I say a couple weeks, but I still limit that, because it's all a health thing. So really work on your health. I mean, shoot, like I say, this COVID thing ain't going anyplace, and let's be real. Something else gonna probably pop up in a couple years, because that's how it seems. Every couple years is something new. But if your health is on point, you can fight it better. It's fighting better because the social distancing thing. In fact, even with that, because I saw an article. It said even with the lockdowns, people are still getting it just being at home. That's why I'm thinking, It might be in the air, but I had to go into the deep thought because on my deep thought channel, it's critical thinking, but I throw some conspiracy stuff out there every now and then too. So we got to see, but whatever fight, you can fight it with getting your health right. All right, seriously. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace.